What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Respect the Game podcast. And no, we do not have on the same clothes from last week. We just shot 2 episodes in one day, so I don't think we ain't around here really living foul like that. Nonetheless, man, this is our NBA preview episode, man. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long awaited summer, but the NBA is finally back. My name is Edward, named after a great man, that being my pops. Shout out to my mother and my grandmother for helping raise me too. Please make sure you go follow at Emacs Stats for all your up-to-date high school, pro, and collegiate sports coverage. We'll not disappoint. We'll keep you up to date on all that is going on in the beautiful sports world. As you can see, we at full strength. We in the damn building. I'm about to have a great preview of the NBA season. I know I got some hot takes for the NBA to start the season. I look forward to hearing what my brother's takes are as well. But what is a podcast without your brethren, man?
Sign hard, Twitter, Instagram, get paid.
Yo, it's the host with the most that blows the most smoke, Black Peace, the rap plug, the hip hop plug. You already know. Be sure to go check out the reruns of Talking Smoke on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we get your dope podcast from. Let's get it. Let's go, baby.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. It is I, the one and only Sedacious Xavier Miles, and on behalf of me and my gang, I just want to say thank you so much for rocking out with us. We really appreciate it. Bro, take it away. Let's go.
Yeah, man. WNBA season kicks off October 22nd on a Tuesday. I forget who headlines that opening week.
We have the NBA, sir.
What did I say? I said W.
W.
Oh, my bad. Hey,
Yes,
man, shout out to the W, man. Y'all know I support y'all ladies.
Wait, though.
NBA season kicks off October 22nd. This upcoming Tuesday. We got the Celtics. We got the Celtics going up against none other than my internet.
New York Knicks, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're correct. All this extra stuff or something. All right, well, we're just gonna act like the computer doesn't work tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the greatest start to the show.
Not the best one, but, you know.
A start nonetheless.
I feel like we've never done worse. Maybe.
Yeah. So to start off the NBA season, the headliners we got is the Knicks versus the Celtics opening night. Obviously, the Celtics had a ceremony for winning a championship. Then followed by the Timberwolves versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Got the Timberwolves. They I don't know if we really talked about this since the trade happened, but the Timberwolves making a trade for Julius Randle, and then the Knicks being able to have Karl Anthony Towns.
And
Yeah,
after all that,
I mean, those are the only two games opening night. But to start off, man, like what narratives are y'all, paying attention to or thinking about following going into the as the start of the NBA season?
Yeah, I'm trying to see how influential Bronny can really be to the Lakers. Really the only thing we focus on this side. My hot take, which is probably not too hot, is Jokic will win MVP again, because I don't see nobody else that could F with it other than Giannis. But sometimes Giannis don't be trying to get his dishes.
I'm sorry. Oh no. No, my bad. I'm mute just a day. My bad. I'm trying to mute myself. Oh, my bad.
No, you good. I mean, that was all. That's all I'm watching, just to see. And really, I could care less how influential he is. I'm gonna like to see him night in and night out play next to his pops. So yeah, I'm literally gonna get to watch history this season, and the Lord has giving me grace and mercy to be able to be here to see it. So I'm here for it.
I don't think Jokic gets the MVP, not because I don't think he's gonna play great. I just think he entered that realm of like voters fatigue. And I think people are gonna be like looking for the media will be looking for something.
Something fresh.
Yeah, something fresh and new of a storyline.
You're right. The NBA has been known to just give MVPs away. You're right.
Luka Doncic will probably start to run off a couple MVPs. So I look for him to win this upcoming season.
Luka, yeah, I wouldn't fight Luka. And also too, I think winning would definitely propel Luka, but that's highly contingent upon the success of the Klay Thompson trade. And I want to have faith in Jason Kidd, him implementing a system that will cater to Klay's ability to obviously shoot the ball. But I don't know how well Klay will adjust, if you will. If they're basically saying, "Hey, go sit in the corner and wait till we pass it to you." If he can be in a flow or system where he can move without the ball, he get his, jump shots, in transition, off a pin down, off a screen, whatever the case may be, maybe he could flourish. But I think if you just say, "Hey, Klay, just go sit in the corner," I don't, I don't know if that's really gonna be conducive to like using Klay to his fullest capability. Um, but but
I
yeah,
think the off-ball play from Klay Thompson comes into effect for Dallas, right? Because you got Luka being the focal point, and you got Klay Thompson and Kyrie just running around. You tire out of defense, and you got the three of them. I like it. I want to actually see it flourish when it manifests. So we'll see. But they could go far. They could go far. I see them at least getting to the Western Conference Finals.
not mad at that. I think you're talking about somebody I did not believe in last year. Talking about the Phoenix Suns, I didn't believe in them last year at all. I didn't believe it was ever going to work, and they proved to be true as they got swept by the Minnesota Timberwolves. But them having Tyus Jones, I believe that that's a great pickup for them. I think it puts everybody at ease, puts everybody in that natural position. I think he could very well much so be up there with Tyrese Halliburton. And you talking about assisting. I think it puts Devin Booker and puts him back in like kill mode as a scorer, as an attacker. If Bradley Beal, is able to be healthy this season, I think that puts them up there to be favorites to possibly, run off and make a deep run. Possibly. But I think Tyus Jones being there to be able to orchestrate that, get guys involved, get guys easy shots. I think that's a big time pickup for them as a basketball team. But yeah, what other narratives y'all got? Izzo, Black Peace,
I
that
see
y'all peeping out.
I see Alperen Sengun being propelled to a superstar at this point.
Baby Jokic, baby Jokic.
I think he starts to develop his own wave, just like Sabonis did last year, and become more dominant. I feel like he's going to be scratching a triple double on average, and I think somewhere in the mid-20s as far as points go. I think we may get rid of Jalen Green soon. It's either we get rid of him or bust. It's either he's going to come out swinging and we may keep him, we will put him into the flow, or we may trade him off for somebody who I have nobody in mind.
This is last year. I think this is last year to prove.
Yeah, exactly. I believe this is player bust. It's he goes and balls out, or they ship him out somewhere. I just don't think that because I think last year he did nice once Sengun went down and propelling the Rockets to compete to even get into the play-in. But I just feel like it wasn't enough, and it was a little too late. feel like you should have had that mindset and that aggressiveness going into the season rather than waiting, rather than Sengun going down and him jumping into the spot. So
I think that did good for him though.
yeah, I think good for his stock personally, but not as far as what the team needed. I feel like we were a play-in team last year. We only missed by a couple games, but I just felt like we were maybe a number 8 seed, maybe a strong 9. But for us to fight so much, it just was kind of like, why is this even happening regardless of the injuries? We had a semi-deep squad with a great coach, and I feel like, yeah, things broke. I think last year was kind of a let down to a certain extent.
I think last year was fluky though. I think last year was fluky because old boy got hurt. So we'll see. We'll see this year.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I'm looking forward to them being a strong playoff team. Let me reverse strong. Strong is top 4. I would say a number 5 or number 6 seed with the coaching, with the players, with the just everything, man. I feel like we're trending up just with the other Houston franchises right now. So
yeah, I think we got some dogs. I think the Rockets have some dogs.
I don't think they at the time when during the draft when that KE possibility was on the table or Donovan Mitchell possibly, but I don't think they trade. I don't think Jalen Green gets traded at all.
This is last year to prove, bro. This is we've been waiting for this nigga to show us
what you say when you what you mean when you say prove? Because I don't think he's gonna regress at all this year. I think he's gonna prove to be
that guy, and that's exactly what we need. We need that 1-2 punch out of them.
Yes, Jamal Murray and Jokic style. Not the exact same game plan, obviously, but somebody can be aggressive on the perimeter and somebody can be more aggressive on the inside.
The Rockets was really looking for you to be their Anthony Edwards for real, if we being honest about it. And you ain't proved to be such yet. But they give you a little bit more time.
He showed high potential, but not quite proving it. I know it seems like the same thing. It's like, but we see consistency.
Jalen Green just want to boom. He don't want to. Sometimes it don't seem like he want to play real defense and real X's and O's and real tactical, fundamental basketball. Sometimes it seems like he just want to be too flashy, and that don't always win games.
Jalen averaged 19 last year, played all 82 games, and Sengun averaged 21, 9, and 5 with 62, 63 games.
Yeah, we need that 19 to get up to about 25.
Should have been 25. I don't see why it wasn't 25. No, I don't see why it wasn't 23. I'll give you 2 points less. I don't see why it wasn't 23, in my opinion. I don't see any overly aggressive other shooters on the team.
I would
yes, not overly aggressive.
I would like for Jalen to be obviously more efficient, you know what I'm saying, with his 19. But yeah, man, obviously you want to see him make a jump, possibly, being an all-star conversation. We make the playoffs, but them being so young, I think it'll be kind of crazy to try to blow that up with them being so you don't even know really how far it could go. I feel like last year was maybe a tease, if anything. I don't think we know how far they could actually go considering how young they are.
This the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
This Jalen's 3rd year, right, or 4th?
We're going into his 4th year.
This.
He was one and done, came through the G League. Now, obviously, he wasn't playing for nothing the year before last, so he averaged 22. But you get help, and he averages 19 last year. So it's
that doesn't even make sense. Well, that's fine. It doesn't make any sense for me that you're averaging lower points with less aggressive. Do you feel like the Rockets have aggressive scorers other than him, like aggressive attacking scorers?
No,
I think need to get buckets.
I think what you call it is a great vet who knows how to get his own buckets. That being Van Fleet, Jalen Green is an aggressive scorer, and then I think Sengun, if maybe the matchup permits him to have the advantage, he knows how to score. But he baby Joker, so he also has that. He also has that type of game where you could dump the ball down to him in the paint. and ask him to make a play, not necessarily score, but just, find a way for other guys to be able to get their own shots. So
Are we sleeping on Eric Gordon?
Eric
Aaron Gordon don't play for us no more. He ain't played for us like 3 years.
He can play for Phoenix.
Exactly. We ain't got no. That's what I'm saying. Like we're spotty with the other shooters on the team and not as consistent, or they don't need to be aggressive.
Reed Shepherd will
Yeah, now we
be
do.
a
But
strong
it's like,
emergence. Reed Shepherd is like a Steve Nash type of player. He's gonna be able to. We're really gonna be able to phase Fred VanVleet out. I think they're gonna get in the way of each other. I think Reed Shepherd is gonna be a better shooter, a more consistent shooter. And not to say that Fred VanVleet isn't a good shooter, because I think he is. But I think this kid, Reed Shepherd, is just gonna be better. Has a mid-range game, can shoot the three, and can knock down the free throws at a high clip. I think he has the potential to be a 50, 40, 90 guy. But I see a lot of Steve Nash in his game. A lot of Chris Paul in his game too.
Y'all think the Rockets are going to have to eventually roll the dice on who they trying to decide to like ride off into the sunset with in terms of like the future of the franchise? Or do y'all think they can make it work with all of them? Because like you got the twin, somebody else I'm forgetting. I would consider him an aggressive scorer, but I can't think his name right now.
Cam Whitmore. Some people getting traded.
Yeah. All right, I give that a little bit of grace, but I mean,
I could see him like in a J.R. Smith type role.
Whitmore had to work for every last point he got to.
Who?
Caleb Martin?
No, bro. What? Caleb Martin play for our team?
No, he's thinking about a twin. That's why he think no, it's Thompson.
No, you think that name ain't even Caleb. You talking about A-Man and Assure, but he said Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin used to play for the Heat. Caleb Martin played for the Sixers now.
But you said twins, so I think I'm pretty sure that's what he caught when you said twins.
Oh, because Caleb got a twin.
Yeah.
He do got a twin, but speaking of the Sixers, I think they overrated, and they'll be bounced in the second round. So there's that.
I was thinking about them too, Izzo, and I feel like
they just not gonna be healthy, bro.
Well,
you saw what happened with Paul George already.
But even in that, I feel like I don't even know if it like does Maxey have like does he have like a runway for a coming out party, or is it like there's nothing more he can really do if he's gonna be under the shadow of Embiid? Because like thinking about them not being healthy, I'm thinking like, damn, Maxey may be put in a position where like he could go average a career high this year and really put on alongside when Embiid not playing back to backs and potentially being able to have a running mate in Paul George. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't believe this is that. I think it's time for them to play some winning basketball and for Joel Embiid to be healthy. When it matters, that's really the only thing that matters. Nobody's going to really care about the regular season, especially with playoff P and Joel Embiid, their history in the playoffs of coming up short, whether they be healthy or not. And oftentimes they aren't healthy, so we'll see.
They're going to be all right.
I don't think so, but much to be desired.
Yeah.
History would tell us that no matter where Paul George goes, failure follows him.
Oh, shit. I thought we was talking about the Rockets. My bad.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm looking at Steven Adams and Dylan Brooks. I'm like, these niggas got two goons.
Who gets Steven Adams back? We do enforcer.
I like Steven Adams being next to Alpy.
Yeah.
And Alpy having a focus solely on getting buckets and setting people up. His rebounds may dip, but that's okay. Steven Adams' rebounds may be a thing this year, for sure.
Yeah, no, I forgot we get Adams. I think that'll make a big deal for us. Impressed by what I see in the preseason. I think he's gonna be maybe in that rookie of the year conversation. Possibly Zach Edey. Zach Edey. I like what I've been seeing in the preseason with them and the Memphis Grizzlies. What else was I thinking about for Rookie of the Year too? Izzo, how do you feel about him? I hadn't seen him in preseason yet. I'm pretty sure he played. I just hadn't come across none of his games yet. Your boy Rob for the T-Wolves.
I mean, he's had a couple of good preseason games. I believe when he played the Lakers, he had a pretty good game. I think he had like 23 and 8, something like that. But I mean, he's shown some promise now. He's been shooting a high volume of shots, which won't be the case upon entering the regular rotation. But I definitely think he has a chance, man. He has a chance to definitely be something. So, definitely looking out for Rob to do his thing this year we'll see what he can do within the team setting with all those, pieces on T-Wolves, new and incoming now.
Oh, I got one. The Lakers will make the playoffs this year, not by way of the play-in.
I have a lot of expectations for the Lakers solely because of like the
off-ball movement that JJ Redick is implementing, this new style of play.
not even whether it's off-ball movement or not, whatever the movement is, I have high expectations for them because of the architect and Einstein, JJ Redick, has presumed himself to be of the game of basketball. So if they come out there and they look like shit, I'm going to be highly disappointed.
I will not. I will say yes. That's why you never play God, nigga.
What you mean?
Nothing, bro. It's like you said. I've always seen he's supposed to be perceived as this great mind of basketball. All right, let's see, nigga. Let's see. Yeah, and if you don't, shut the. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. But no, go ahead. Yeah, because I remember last time, I think I seen a roster, they potential like starting lineup, and I was just like, and
we're gonna see. Better get Rui Hachimura shooting threes.
Rui.
Really get the whole team shooting threes.
One of my hot takes is I think Jordan Poole is gonna have a great bounce back year. Do y'all think I'm crazy for saying that?
No, I think he's hit his ceiling.
I think that he has a good year, as in a not effed up year, where it's not filled up with flubs and mess ups and a highlight reel of bad basketball play. That's what I feel is his bounce back. I think he plays regular basketball without all the flip flubs and the Shaq and the Fool. That's what I think.
Nope, he's Nick Young. He's Swaggy P.
No, I think that last year should, if he has any kind of, and I'm giving him some kind of grace, any kind of just balance, I guess. I don't know what the word even call it. Like, he'll know, like, okay, I need to like dial back a little bit and just get back to what got me here.
Nah, bro. The reason I say that is obviously the Golden State thing happens. Not obviously didn't play like himself, or still played good. It's just like he didn't have to be the number one guy. Then you go to Washington. Excuse me. Then you go to Washington. And though he didn't look anywhere near great, the dude still averaged 17. So the reason I'm saying I think he has a quote unquote bounce back year, or he proves to be the Jordan Poole that we may have thought he was going to be in year one with the Wizards, is simply because I would like to believe new year, you got that first year out the way being on a new team. And I would like to believe all of that Golden State bag is just behind him. I don't think the big lights are going to be following him around. I would be shocked if they had any national games. And so I just think with all the hype and attention dying down around him, I think that's going to allow him mentally to be able to just get back to just hooping. And I think we'll be able to see that work to his benefit as he may climb up and be averaging 20. So I think Jordan Poole has a very good bounce back year again, considering he averaged 17 in a year where people felt like he was playing trash.
I like LaMelo Ball to take a leap this year. Finally.
Yeah, presuming he stay healthy, and his brother is allegedly reported to be ready to start.
Yeah, but strictly LaMelo though.
Yeah, strictly Melo. Yeah,
to take that leap into stardom. He's already a young budding star, but to make an all-star team, like have some real winning impact. I'm looking forward to seeing him contribute to winning and consistently be on the court. So
November 9th.
Maybe a pipe dream though.
As long as he stay healthy, I think it's possible.
Pause.
November 9th, I think it's a day for a lot of people to make a lot of money. I want to know what you think about this, Izzo. You as well, Black Peace, because I got a tape for you. Hold on. No, you gotta go back. Hold on. So November 9th, I think whatever the number is set at for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, November 9th, I think it's a day for a lot of people to make a lot of money. I want to know what you think about this, Izzo. You as well, Black Peace, because I got a tape for you. Hold on. No, you gotta go back. Hold on. So November 9th, I think whatever the number is set at for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, you smash the over, because November 9th is the first game that they play against the Golden State Warriors. And they also play at Golden State in their house. Are you smashing the over on whatever the points prop is, or maybe even fantasy, for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown versus the Golden State Warriors, really versus Steve Kerr, first game of the season, or the first time they meet in the season?
Looking for Jason Tatum to prove a point blank period, in very demonstrative fashion. I'm looking for him to go out and be aggressive early, and maybe even give us some Kobe-esque stare down of, you done fucked up, right?
What if he hit the airplane? What if he hit the airplane on, like Kobe hit the airplane?
Part of me wants Jason Tatum to find his own identity and be himself, because I'm tired of him mocking and taking people's celebrations and quotes and shit. That's a little cringy, but other than that, yeah, JT got to be the man, bro. You got to. I think the emphasis now more than ever. He finna be jacking so much this year. He gonna be like, Jaylen Brown, who? He was a damn if you want Finals MVP. You ain't the nigga on this team.
Because he up for that next contract. What you were saying, Dacius?
Does Stephen Curry still play for the Golden State Warriors?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think
we'll see.
Obviously, I don't think that the Golden State Warriors ain't the Golden State Warriors of old. So I mean, Steph could very well much average his 30 and they still get beat by 20.
So we about to see a different Steph with only Draymond Green there this year.
Huh?
And Buddy Hield.
What you say, Dacius?
All right. A different Steph as in what?
I mean, I don't think having
Steph
still being on the Golden State Warriors don't negate Jason Tatum coming in there and busting their ass. You're saying when I interpret you asking me is Stephen Curry that's still there, as if Stephen Curry about to be matched up with Jason Tatum. I know that's not happening. We know that's not happening. So when you say is Stephen Curry still there, what are you implying by that?
I'm implying that Jason Tatum and whatever that other boy name is that won the finals ain't gonna be enough.
To win a game in the regular season?
They're not gonna win that one, not in Golden State, they're not.
I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I got them blowing the Warriors the fuck out.
It won't even be close.
I predict a Draymond Green crash out.
I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it.
You think that game gonna be close?
I predict the Draymond Green crash out, folks. Going in now.
How do you see that game going that night? November night. How do you see that game going? I'm just curious to know what you think is gonna happen in that
early
game.
in the season. Definitely crash out.
No, I think it's gonna be straight up defense all the way around, and whoever can shoot as many threes to win, it will be who's the winner.
The only reason Isaac said it earlier. Jason Tatum gonna have a point to prove, as well as Jaylen Brown. Had it not been for them having a point to prove, I would honestly predict the starters sit in the fourth quarter. As a matter of fact, take the unders on the Warriors. As a matter of fact.
I will say this.
Take the under on Steph Curry.
The reigning champs.
Let me see what his projection is at.
The reigning champs have had some of the most brutal blowouts you have ever seen last year, accumulated in 1 year by one team. So what EMAC stats is saying is very possible. It ain't like it's not in their DNA. At least from last year, it was part of their DNA to blow teams out of the water. The Celtics.
We're just gonna have to see.
The Warriors getting blown out November 9th, bro. That's not even rocket science. That's just basketball.
we're just gonna have to see. I ain't seen enough from Jason Tatum to say that he just finna come to somebody's house and just dog them.
I'm not talking about the playoffs. I'm not talking about a final. This is just a simple regular season game, bro. Like, you gotta know that, bro. You gotta know they just to try to annihilate Steve Kerr, bro.
They can try.
All right. All right, man.
They can try.
Will we see James Harden rewind the clock?
Good night, folks.
Hold on, no, don't go.
Good night, folks.
Hold on, no, please.
Be swift, sweet, and just.
You heard of Russell Westbrook?
You heard a superstar that can actually shoot and can age gracefully.
Okay.
Who don't rely on athleticism.
Okay.
He ain't him, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're saying James Harden will still be productive this year?
Yeah.
You gonna see that old James, I'm telling you. Especially with Mr. miss 70% of the game. You finna see James.
Paul George gone?
25, 28, and 12.
I ain't gonna even lie.
We about to dip back 4 years into his bag of greatness on consistent basis throughout the season.
They're gonna be like, huh?
Hey, you look like you might worth another $100 million now.
Oh man, Lisa, like 100.
But here's the thing, though, where people like
2 years.
I don't think the question is unfair, because James has like been noted in saying that, like, bro, I'm tailoring back my game because like y'all don't need me to be who I really am and who I'm still capable of being. Now y'all need me to be all I can be. PG gone, and we know Kawhi, his injury situation. Y'all need me to be on go. If the organization goal, which I would assume it is, they going into their new arena, they want to bring in wins, crowd, participation, money, revenue, so on and so forth. You want to rack up some wins at that new arena. You don't want that big ass arena to be empty because y'all ass. And I think part of the winning recipe got to be James Harden rewinding back the clock. And I don't think it's far-fetched to believe he still got it in him. Because James Harden gave Embiid a 40 ball, or was it a 50 ball, when he was out in game one? Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
He dug deep. That's fine. It ain't happening all season. It's not gonna happen. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
sleepy, man.
Those
Go
times are
on
behind
here.
him.
All right.
Sometimes are behind him. I don't know what y'all have seen from James Harden on a consistent basis to where it's like, oh man, like he has been a facilitator for the last 3
Hey
years.
man, somebody get a thermometer, man.
I don't
Tell
know,
us
man.
temperature.
I don't see. I don't see it, bro.
I'm sorry. Like he was 4 years away from being a dominant scorer on a consistent basis. Yes, he's had some flashes. Absolutely, I would not deny that.
Hasn't
But
been thrusting into that role. He'll be back into a
okay, that's fine.
more dominant offensive position to where he's gonna have no choice but to get off. And the numbers they won't be what they once were, but they're gonna be higher than they were last year for sure. You'll see.
But how much though?
You'll see.
You're
It's yet to be seen. I'm not making an exact prediction on his numbers, but I do think they'll be elevated
5%,
compared to last year.
I
just think he'll be scoring more.
Mm.
I think the assists will stay around about the same. He may average maybe 1 or 2 assists more, but I'm looking for him to be at least 3 to 4 points higher in the points per game column. I'm looking for him to get back into, about 21, 22 points per game. With 10 assists, I think he can do that in his sleep still. Easy. That's James.
Oh man, I don't know why y'all believe in James, bro.
18-9.
Bro, 20-10 is James like not
Who?
Give him
What you say?
19-9. I guess.
You just being devil's. You being difficult. You want to say 20-10, but your pride won't let you do it. But it's cool.
There may be some truth there, but I'm gonna still say 19-10.
He running point guard or two guard.
19-9.
Look at see, it was
19-9.
19-9, 19-10. You know them. All right.
So is he a true point guard or he a true two guard?
He a true
Man, he is whatever you need. He said he is not worried about fitting into a system. He is a system.
He a Hall of Fame.
He ain't lie.
That's what he's a Hall of Fame first ballot guard.
Ugly people.
To start off the season.
Oh.
Am I crazy? And this is Darnell. I'm going down your dark alley. I am taking the over on Ben Simmons.
All right, y'all. Bye-bye. Good night. It's been a wonderful day.
Hey, we boycotting. Hey, we done. We talking about. Hey, bro, I ain't talking about Ben Simmons, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about Ben Simmons,
that,
bro.
I'm not even. He still need to get up off the floor from that crossover.
Come on, man.
Last other night.
Bro, Ben look good in the preseason.
I'm gone,
how many
bro.
jump shots
I'm
he
about
made?
to pull a black piece.
Till he makes a jump shot or till he attempt more than 6 jump shots. I don't hear nothing about that, man. I believed in him before anybody did, and he let me down horrendously. So I don't want to hear nothing about it. He's taking 6 jump shot attempts a game. Jump shots, not layups, not field goals.
When you got bars made after you for not shooting, you're in a very horrible place.
Sorry, excuse my language, Pod.
Nigga, you ain't shooting shit, Ben Simmons.
Who do y'all predict to win the I give you who wins the championship, and I give you a runner-up or a dark horse?
All right, I'm gonna get mine out the way. I'll say for championship, I think, could be the Nuggets to make a return appearance back to the finals.
I think their time is kind of gone.
And,
no, I take that back. I still believe in Russ and being.
And also the dark horse, only because I feel like people have already forgotten about him. Milwaukee Bucks.
They wasn't even gonna be my dark horse.
I like Phoenix for a dark horse out of the West. A regular pick would be Dallas to come out of the West, and then I got the Celtics coming back out of the East.
I got dark horse. Like I said, I am high on Phoenix, but to come out the East, I think this is going to be one of the greatest seasons Damian Lillard is going to have had in his career.
Oh, brother.
And that's going to be a result of the Bucks coming out of the East, winning the championship. In the West, I don't think Luka. I could buy him being MVP, but I don't think they made like enough marquee moves. With
They
Clay.
already made them at the back half of last season with PJ Washington and Gafford. And now you got Clay. He's anything.
That's gonna have to again. I want to have faith in J Kidd, but that system is gonna have to result to more than drive and kick, shooting threes off Luka and Kyrie. If that's all they got, they not gonna win no championship.
Gonna have to be more ball movement, off ball movement.
We are 1010%. Do we believe in the Nuggets? I mean, not the Nuggets. Do we believe in the Knicks and them being like formidable contenders or threats to anybody in the East?
Threat for sure. A tough second round exit.
Tough second round exit.
Milwaukee is going to
I think they got I mean, they made it to the conference finals last year. I think they got a chance to make some noise, man. I like what they have, man. It'll be interesting for sure. I think the East has been different. I ain't gonna lie, don't sleep on the Heat, bro. Please don't sleep on the Heat. If Terry Rozier can stay healthy, Tyler Hero can stay healthy, if their team itself in general can stay healthy, I love them. I love the Heat being able to compete and potentially fuck up a lot of people's day when it comes to some quality basketball down the stretch.
There's a gentleman on this podcast by the name of Sean Hort Izzo who has a famous quote on this podcast that goes something like, "If was a fit, we all be drunk." No, I'm not buying that Heat nonsense.
Yeah. Milwaukee and Dallas is what I see. And whoever's the best team out of that.
Better shot, the Sun or Dallas to come out of the West?
I think Dallas, bro.
I think I may like the Suns with the new system that they're going to have in place with more ball movement with Budenholzer. I think they're going to be playing in a different way that's more conducive to how KD wants to play.
Defense oriented, because defense was a problem last year.
Yes. Like I said, I have Phoenix as my dark horse. I have the Mavericks as my main comer outer balls of the West. And then in the East, Heat as my dark horse. I got the Celtics coming back out again. Don't sleep on the Heat. I'm telling you, if they healthy at the end of the season, they're gonna be a tough out for anybody. The East may be back a little bit, bro. You got the Sixers now. You got the Knicks. You got the Celtics.
But you said you don't even believe in the
Bucks. But I'm just saying, as far as just like better enhanced competition in the East.
I got you. But no, man. Thank y'all for listening to the podcast. Make sure y'all tell us what y'all like, don't like, disagree with in the comments. Definitely appreciate all y'all who was rocking out with us for Black Pieces Shador take and expressing how disgusted y'all were with it. Nonetheless, appreciate the engagement as always. Love you, beautiful people. Don't take y'all listening for granted, and we will see you next week.